Friends, in our continuing series of Know Your Drugs, today we will see how Pradaxa, the brand name is Pradaxa and its generic name is dabigatran etexylate. Now Pradaxa or dabigatran etexylate with its mesylate salt, how this drug works or how it elicits its effect as an effective thrombin inhibitor or as an oral anticoagulant, which has successfully replaced the hallmark drug in this category, which is warfarin. The warfarin had attained a legendary position as an oral anticoagulant or an oral thrombin inhibitor. Thrombin is an enzyme which is inhibited by these drugs, which prevent the formation of blood clots in our blood vessels. Now, they are a very important drug of life. They are life-saving drug of anticoagulant nature. And looking at the Pradaxa's structure over here, we find a pyridine moiety over here and an amino acid residue sort of moiety, which is linked with this pyridine and serves as a linker with this bigger moiety over here. And this moiety is depicted over here with dotted lines, and which indicates that this part of the molecule is the functional part of the molecule which acts as a Zwitter ion. It is noteworthy to learn over here that this Pradaxa is administered in a prodrug form. Now this amino NH over here, this H is replaced by this 7-carbon carboxylic ester moiety, which is directly linked with this nitrogen atom over here. This is shown the H that is being replaced because it shows a partly or a slightly acidic nature over here, due to which it can be easily replaced by this carboxylic acid moiety of 7 carbon atoms. And this moiety, when it goes into the body in our acidic milieu first of the stomach, then this disintegrates into the active drug, and the acid, the stomach acid, the acid gastric pH facilitates the formation of a Zwitter ion over here. This moiety is responsible for the formation of the Zwitter ion, and this is cleaved over here and this is regenerated. So this drug is the active part of the molecule, which is the free base part of the Pradaxa molecule. It is released in the body for its pharmacological action. Initially, it is administered in the prodrug form in its methyl sulfonate salt, which is depicted over here. Its mesylate salt, the methyl sulfonic acid salt, is administered along with these moieties over here, and as a prodrug it is administered. But once it reaches our physiological pH, it is cleaved, and the Zwitter ion is also formed in the acidic pH, and which facilitates its pharmacological action in our body. Now Pradaxa is a small molecule, potent, competitive, reversible DTI, that is direct thrombin inhibitor. Its pharmacological category is the direct thrombin inhibitor, DTI, inhibiting thrombin. It inhibits free thrombin, fibrin-bound thrombin. The very characteristic point over here is that it inhibits both the free thrombin as well as the fibrin-bound thrombin, and also the thrombin-induced platelet aggregation. Now, this thrombin inhibition prevents the conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin, and thus it prevents the clot formation. So blood clots are not formed and are prevented from forming. So these clots do not pose a health hazard on the subjects to whom this drug is being administered. Now, dabigatran or Pradaxa is orally administered as the prodrug dabigatran etexylate, which is converted to the active form in the plasma and in the liver. In the liver, this acyl glucuronase metabolites are also formed of this drug. So in the liver, the metabolism part of the liver, it occurs basically because the metabolic enzymes are in huge number in liver, which further metabolize the drug into its several active metabolites. And in this case, at least one active metabolite is formed from this Pradaxa. Now the warning is that premature discontinuation of Pradaxa increases the risk of thrombotic events. Premature discontinuation should not be done with this drug. It is a warning that no premature discontinuation should be done, but on the contrary, it should be removed gradually. Gradual removal of Pradaxa in the form of diminishing doses. A slow gradual decrease in dosages forms should be done instead of premature discontinuation. Because if it is prematurely discontinued, such cases increase the risk of thrombotic events. Now, epidural or spinal hematomas may occur in those receiving neuroaxial anesthesia along with Pradaxa. Now, this is also a sort of contraindication which should be avoided. Epidural or spinal hematomas may occur in those receiving neuroaxial anesthesia along with Pradaxa. Those on neuroaxial anesthesia should be administered Pradaxa with extra caution. Such hematomas may result in long-term or even permanent paralysis. Now, Pradaxa, though, has successfully replaced warfarin, which had to be continuously monitored by blood tests. Now, warfarin had a disadvantage that it had to be continuously monitored by blood tests, because if the dosage form would exceed the safety limit, so it could have resulted in severe side effects, even life-threatening effects by warfarin. But these are eliminated in case of Pradaxa, which need not be continuously monitored by blood tests. The warfarin levels had to be continuously monitored, while Pradaxa levels need not be that efficiently or continuously monitored by blood tests. Now, idarucizumab or Praxbind is a specific antidote of Pradaxa which reverses the effect of Pradaxa, which we will see in our other slides and in our other presentations. Thank you.